have a bike tip for you. So today we're going to talk about the different types of tires, what size of tube, and the PSI that goes in them. So first we're going to talk about a gravel tire. This one here is 700 by 40C. So here's the box. You got 35 to 50C will fit in this tire. Now for the PSI, it's always written on the tire when it says here 35 to 65 PSI. So you don't want to put any more in there. Now let's talk about the road tire. This tire takes 700 by 25. So a much skinnier tire, our tube, and that's right here. And the PSI goes from 100 to 130. So a very hard ride on this one. And so what are you running on your bike today?
You can just look at me, don't worry. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Attack Wrap here on Rogers TV. I'm your host, Nick Kennedy, and oh, there we go. I was stuck behind a bear. Welcome to this episode of Attack Wrap. I've got number 13, Easton Mikas, and number 21, Pierce Bowie on the show. Gentlemen, thanks so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having us. Thank you.
Big shout out as well to Jake Crawford, not in studio, but Attack Player of the Week this week. Big weekend for Jake. A pair of goals one night, another one the other day. So great work there from Jake. Guys, you're stepping in here to your second year of your OHL career, and what have you learned about what it takes to come back for a second year? Not a lot of players actually get that opportunity to step back into a second year, especially this very unique year where a huge influx of American players come in. What have you guys had to do or change about your game to make the team?
Yeah, like just coming back for a second year, being grateful for that opportunity, and knowing how hard you got to work in the off season and what level that the game is played at now. So, just continuing to work hard, fixing your mistakes from last year and trying to be better in your second year.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, like Mike said, it's an honor to play in this league and it's a privilege. So, you got to go into the summers and, have goals, set your goals and, reach those goals in the summer and come back to camp and, get working and, luckily we made it. So it's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. Speaking of summers, it sounds like you guys got to know each other even better over the summer and got a little bit of workout in. What's kind of the normal summer routine for you guys?
Well, you know better.
Yeah, Mike came down at the end of July. And so our normal day was like wake up 8 a.m., go to the gym. And then some days we would skate with our gym. If not, we'd skate with other trainers and stuff like that. And then after that, either golf or
take it easy after that.
Just hang out, golf,
It's hard work though. It is hard. It is. It's good for you.
Golfing, for sure. It's the mental. It's training the brain muscle.
Yeah, that's frustrating. Yeah.
What are some of the summer exercises you guys do to maintain and then also obviously put on muscle? I'm sure a big goal of yours was get a little bigger this year, and it looks like you have. So what are some of those things you got to do?
Well, when I was back home in Thunder Bay, I was back for a couple months, and I was just eating as much as I can and trying to get bigger. And then my kind of plan was to put on my size in Thunder Bay, and then when I went to Mississauga, trying to turn that weight a little more functional, get more speed and everything like that, and make it all come together nicely. But I had to put on some weight for sure on the off season.
Mm-hmm. What are some of your off-season goals? How do you, kind of a different style of play, how do you go about that?
Yeah, I work with them. I work with my strength coach, and I talk to my trainers back home, and we set goals. With my strength coach, it was also to put on weight, and so I put on some weight, but I lost it because I went overseas there, and it was hard to maintain weight there in the summer.
Sure.
But so stuff like that, just little things like my defensive game when I go to skill skates and stuff like that, picking up pucks off the wall, just little things like that, just to help me in the games now. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Coming out of the summer here, you guys had training camp, and this was it seemed like a very high compete very intense training camp. Like there were a lot of people competing for a very few number of spots, and felt, you know, maybe even more so than last year or previous years in the Attack franchise. What was it about this year's training camp that just made it feel so high intensity, lots of compete? Like, what did you like from your camp experiences here?
Well, I think that a lot of the returning guys made it known, like, you know, you're going to have to work at camp. We weren't in our home barn, so it was a little bit different and a little uncomfy. So I came in knowing I had, you know, to show up and do well. And, you know, I think, you know, just hitting, and it kind of got things going a little bit. It was physical games at the start, and then it kind of just became a little more skill, but tons of compete, you know, like even if some of the guys knew they were going to be on the team, they were still working hard. And, you know, even if that's just to show the coaches they can take those bigger roles this year. And so, no, it was really good. It was even good for the players who didn't end up making it, because they got to see, you know, the speed that it's at. So,
Sure.
Yeah, I think it's like this year for us, you know, coming into camp, we knew we were going to, like, we want to take a step this year as a team and as an organization. So I think the returning guys knew, like, this year's going to be different than last year, and wanted to show the new guys what it would be like. And I think we've carried that into the start of the season here, and I think we've been playing really well.
Absolutely. What kind of message do you guys have to send to those rookies that show up wanting to make the team? Like, how do you kind of set the tone for this is what an OHL player needs to be, and this is how you have to compete even in practice?
Well, I think every player is different, so like, just if I was a young guy, I would just tell myself to do my job. You know, me and Pierce have different roles in our own ways, but like, just do what you can, you know, play your way. Obviously work hard, you know, do all the basic things, but I think if you just play your game and be confident in yourself, I think you're gonna end up doing as well as you think you can.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you know, we try and help them as much as they can. I mean, most of these guys that we got are not new to junior, but like for the rookies that were just drafted, you know, help them out, show them what it's like. Delisle's got his older brother there to help him, you know. So they're like, we try and help them as much as we can, and for those other guys, they know what it's like, and they just gotta kind of get used to it. Here in the OHL, it's a bit different, but
absolutely. Yeah. And for you guys, I mean, stepping into this second year, it's a year where you guys are going to have to start going through some more interviews and looking forward at what your future is. Like, have you gotten any tips or advice from the guys a year or two ahead of you that have gone through that process of talking to pro teams and going through interviews? What has that advice been, and how has that helped?
Yeah, for sure. Like talking to like guys like Georgie, Nance, Bedsy, all the guys that have been drafted, you know, they're really good. They helped me a lot. Even Craw, Corpo, they all went to camp. So learning from them, seeing what it's like I sat down with a couple of them and asked them what like camp was like and stuff like that. So they've been really helpful for me.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think just when it comes to interviews, just being yourself and being mature and, you know, saying the right things. And I think as long as you're just being nice and kind and, you know, like, be serious about what you're talking about, I think it's all going to be just fine. As
second year guys, you don't get the chance, you know, this past season, I guess, to go to a pro training camp. So what is it like for you guys kind of holding down the fort as guys go away, and what is that like when they come back and sort of infuse all of that new skill and knowledge that they've obtained while they were away?
I think it's super exciting to see when they come back, you know, all the development they've had from even just training in the summer after getting drafted. You can see how the players have gone a lot better, and it's cool to see, and you can talk to them about that, you know, like, what did you change, what did you do, and you can use it to help yourself out too, so it's cool.
Great.
Yeah, like Mike said, like, just learning from them, because, you know, they've got now a new like, we've been learning all the same. Now they've got new guys to help them. So I get to get knowledge from them as well.
Nice.
So it's just cool to see what that's like, and for me, it's a goal I'm striving for next year. So it's cool to learn off them.
That kind of gaining a new perspective from these older guys. That's great.
Yeah.
You guys had a big weekend. Obviously, a great result on the scoreboards there, and I guess you had family in town. Did you have family in town for this weekend as well?
Yeah, my dad came up.
What was that like for you guys, being able to play in front of your family and obviously be able to do what you guys do best?
Yeah, I thought it was awesome. Like, even just playing in front of the fans, you know, like, showing that we're serious this year, but playing in front of my dad this weekend in that case was awesome. He comes up quite a bit, so he gets to see me play. But no, it was good to have the fans see us succeed and show potential for this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think just when like we want to set a standard this year for ourselves, for our team, that we're the no quit Bears. We're a really hardworking, gritty team, and this year we've got some skill too. So
Nice.
I think it was awesome to showcase ourselves a bit this weekend, and
For sure.
we got to keep it going.
Yeah, a little bit of skill, a little bit of strength shown there.
Yeah.
Both of you guys getting into a bit of a tussle. Looked like you, I don't know if it was like a Superman hit or something like that, but I think both of you guys somehow came off the ice and then fight after that. What was that? How the hit was supposed to go, or was that just kind of
In Kitchener, against Kitchener.
just take what you can get?
Well, I just got off the bench and he was cutting to the middle, and I was like in the perfect spot, so I had to do my job and
Hey,
started off with a hit. So and then it looked a lot worse, but.
sure.
And then the guy, I knew someone was gonna come after me, so I was ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what that's from?
Yeah, a couple in the face, but it's okay.
You know what? That's all right.
Yeah.
It was.
Answer the bell.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Is that like I mean, that must have been something that you guys were like, hey, this is our first game in sort of a new barn in a way.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
This is the new and improved Bears Den, and like you guys came out ready to set the tone in that game. It seemed
Of
like.
course, I think
That's the standard we want to set this year.
Yeah.
That's what we've been talking about all camp and preseason. So.
Right.
don't want to be easy to play against for sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, now that the boards, they're not necessarily the valley of death there along
Right.
the end boards, and you guys
Yeah, exactly.
are scaring teams in other ways, so that's pretty exciting. Pierce, I bumped into your dad when I think on the Sunday game. I asked him one question. I said, "What makes you most proud about your son?" He said, I'm going to summarize because he went for like 10 minutes, which like should show you how proud he is of you. But to kind of boil it down, he said that he was so impressed by your self-drive and your compete. So those are two things I'm sure you'd be able to affirm that in him. Like,
Yeah, 100%.
we can see that from the stands, certainly. So
No, I appreciate that.
that's I didn't bump
Thanks,
into your
Dad.
parents, unfortunately. So,
No worries.
next time I see them, though, and you're coming on the show that week, I'll ask them.
Yeah.
Excellent. A little bit of extra pressure this year. Like, do you guys feel that? And if so, how do you manage that? Like, as a second-year player, as somebody who's, you guys are kind of in the limelight, and especially being the smallest OHL market, like, you guys kind of become instant celebrities around town. How do you manage some of that extra pressure? And for yourself, Pierce, especially supporting an A now on your jersey.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I've never really felt as if outside pressure gets to me. Like, I'm kind of just in my head, I'm just like, I know what I have to do. I know how I can help the team. I know what I can do best. So I've never really been worried about that pressure-wise. Like I said, all I want to do is go out there and, help the team the best I can and give what I can give, and, hopefully I'll put on a show for the fans every night as a team. And so the pressure really doesn't get to me. I've never had trouble with that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I think just staying level-minded, like you're going to go through the highs and the lows, and just staying equal through all that, and, you're just going to stay cool and everything will come together nicely. And for the fans, it's awesome. It's great support. I wouldn't think of any of it being pressure, I think we're going to excel this year, and I think that we've shown, what we're all about so far, even though it's early. I think everyone knows that we're serious this year, and I think there isn't much pressure. It's more so excitement.
I think with our team too, pressure, if any of us is feeling pressure, we have each other. We're such
100%.
a tight-knit group. We can talk to each other about it.
That's great.
And
For sure.
We can sort it out if we are feeling that way.
Yeah, I mean, it seems palpably different. This year, you guys seem like a significantly tighter group. And is that just culture that comes from top down? Is that set by you guys, and it kind of boils up? Why is this team why does it feel like these guys have each other's back maybe more than we've felt in a long time?
Well, I think we got a lot of nice, we got a good leadership group, it's not only that. I think a lot of players in the room are leaders, and there's a lot of returning players, and the new players feel welcome, and that's very important too, I think. And I think that they know that we're a tight group, and we're gonna do just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree for sure. That's kind of all there is.
Yeah.
What kind of support system do you guys build around yourselves as, you know, potential pros one day? Are you, obviously you've got your team. Do the coaches factor into that? Does the support staff or family, like, do you guys have mentors? How do you, what kind of support staff or network of support do you guys build around yourselves?
Yeah, I don't got a mentor or anything like that. It's just kind of the team, the coaches.
I think everything falls into place though, like even from the billets, like
right from my billets,
anywhere
my
like
dad,
that,
like our families back home.
Yeah, even friends, like everyone plays a part and keeps you in a straight line, and you just gotta try and stay cool throughout the whole entire year and do your thing.
Our coaches brought in Brian McLaughlin. He's our new mental health.
Cool.
What's it called?
Like coach,
mental health coach. So he'll be a big help to us this year. So just things like that. That's kind of what helps us.
For sure.
That's awesome. For you guys, I know a lot of goalies, they'll say kind of that first shot sort of settles them in for a game. For you guys, what is it? Is it the first big hit or the first touch of a puck, or what is it that kind of, you know, all the jitters go away and you're focused on this game now, you're ready to go?
Well, for my game, it's getting the first hit and, you know, like feeling out the body a little bit, you know, like forechecking, touching the puck, just being involved in the game, you know, going hard the first shift, coming on the bench and being a little bit tired. So it's just, it gets everything out of the way. I think just the first shift working hard is huge.
Sure.
Yeah, your first couple strides in your first shift. I mean, for me, it's actually my last shot of warm-up has to be good, and then I'll be dialed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Otherwise I'll stay out there and keep shooting.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. And then you feel like you take that kind of into the dressing room with you and you're still in that mindset on your way out?
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. Real quick, what are your guys' thoughts on the rink? We got new boards, new ice, new paint job. Like, what do you like it? What do you like most about it?
I think it's awesome. Super smooth ice, and the boards are nice. They're a lot more forgiving, but I think it's great. Everything's awesome about it.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, I took a big hit there against Kitchener there, and I was thinking if that was the old glass, I probably wouldn't have got up so easily.
Yeah,
so
fair
I'm
enough.
super thankful for this new glass and boards.
Corners seem a little bit easier for you guys too to kind of make plays off of it.
Yeah, for sure.
It does. Like, they're not as bouncy, stuff like that. We gotta get used to that.
Sure.
But,
everything's just a lot smoother.
It feels like a new rink.
That's awesome.
It feels good.
Wanted to ask you guys, obviously, you guys had a fun practice today, a little Gatorade Cup action there, some 4-on-4. Tell me about the team building or drafting process. Like, what was the thought process there and how that got divided up?
We all got together at the room for like 2 o'clock. We knew the draft was happening. I assumed it was going to be, you know, like Bedsy and Georgie or something like that, but Coach decided to do Arnie and Jacko, so I don't know what the reason was.
Because they lived together.
Yeah.
Two Billup brothers there.
Yeah, so that was what happened, and then they just went out through, picked their players, and it was really fun.
Which one of those two, kind of just looking at today, is maybe destined to be a GM in their retirement?
I'd say neither.
I would give it to Jacko.
Yeah.
Jacko.
I could see Jacko being a GM of a team.
Okay.
Yeah, he'd do well.
We'll go Jacko.
He's got the mind for it. All right, we'll take that. We'll take that. All right, before break, I want to. What's that?
I guess because we won Jacko.
Yeah. Fair enough. I mean, that was a pretty exciting win there for you guys.
Should I grab both or no?
No, we'll just need one for this game. We're gonna play a game called Heads Up, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write down a player. I'm gonna turn my my screen away from you guys. I'm gonna write down a player on this board. One of you is gonna get to see what the player is. The other person has to ask questions to guess who it is. Does that make sense?
Are they on
yes
our
or
team
no
this year?
They're on your team this year. All right.
Yes or no questions? Or any question?
I'd say yes or no questions. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
I want you to ask me questions. I want to know who the player is.
All right.
If that's cool.
That's cool.
I want to switch it up.
Yeah, we'll switch it up.
Okay. So who wants to guess first?
He's guessing.
I'm guessing.
You're going to guess first. Okay. You close your eyes so I
Yeah.
can show the camera and Easton.
Yeah, got it.
All right. I don't know if we can get a better shot of that.
There
there we
it
go.
is.
There. Okay.
Perfect.
Take a real good look there at your TV screens. Perfect. Okay. All right. I'm going to hide this and go ahead. Pierce, you can
I'm
start
good.
asking questions.
Start
Yeah, you're good
firing.
Is it a forward or is it a forward?
Forward.
Is he
You gotta be quick.
6 foot plus?
Yeah.
Is he first year guy?
Yes.
Sikora.
No.
Ooh. Is he a righty or lefty? Or is he a right hand shot?
Lefty.
Nelson?
No.
Is he a rookie?
Yeah.
Jacko?
Yeah.
Nice.
Jacko.
Okay, there we go.
Jacko.
All right.
I feel like it'd be hard to like ask questions. Like I don't
Yeah.
know. I feel like everybody's similar in a way.
Yeah.
All right, Pierce, you got this next one?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and
There, but
close your eyes.
I didn't expect Jacko.
I don't think I'm gonna do too well at this.
Well, we'll see. We'll show that to the camera. Okay. All right, I'll go ahead and hide that. All right, go ahead, start asking some questions.
Okay, forward or D?
Well, it's yes or no question.
Is it yes or no?
Yeah.
Forward?
Yes.
Winger?
No. Kinda.
Yeah.
Yes and no. Yes and no.
Well, does he play winger most?
Hard
No.
to say this year.
Yeah.
Mainly center?
I think so. This year.
Okay, new guy?
No.
Overager?
No.
Delhi?
No.
Lefty?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all lefties.
Everyone's a left.
I know. Oh no. I'm blanking.
I feel like you need
Come on,
at least
man.
2 more questions.
Yeah, but I can't ask anymore. I don't know what to say anymore. It's not Delhi. Nelly?
No.
It's not
No.
Delhi or Nelly?
No.
Oh, come on. Craw?
Yes.
It's Craw?
Yes.
Ew.
Oh.
I feel
All
like,
right.
no, Craw doesn't always play center. That kind
Well,
of
that's why I said yes and no.
I guess.
Last year you kind of jumped between them, and
Yeah.
I would have
a little
said
more
left, like I
serious.
would have said winger. All right.
Another one, or we keep going?
yeah, we got a couple more here.
Cool.
I knew I wasn't really gonna succeed there.
You guys you'll get better at it.
Yeah. 2 guys are down now, hopefully. You don't reuse.
Yeah, you got it.
All right, we'll show the camera. All right, go ahead.
All right. Forward, defense, forward.
No.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, that's so
8
much
guys.
better. Yeah, that's so much better.
New.
No.
Rogers.
No.
Arnie.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, okay. All right.
D is
Because
so much
that narrows
better.
it down if it's a new.
It does make it a little
You know what I
easier.
mean?
So much
It does
better.
make it a little easier.
Give me a D man, please.
All right. All right.
Give me a goalie.
I'll say the fewer guesses I feel like wins it. You know. Like,
Okay, so that was how many guesses? 4?
I think that was 4 questions. Yeah. Or four
guess,
guesses,
I
4
guess.
questions. Okay.
If you guess a guy wrong, that should be 2 questions.
I'm gonna
now.
guess.
Starting
yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
Starting.
I'm gonna guess right away with a player, and then I'll start.
Then that's 2 questions. That's a bad idea.
No, but what if I get it?
Yeah, it's negative.
Are you ready?
Yep.
All right, we'll show the camera. All right, go ahead.
JT.
He was swinging for
No.
the fences there.
Is it?
No, no.
Oh. Forward?
Yeah.
Okay. Same thing. Center?
Yes.
Another center?
Yes.
Delhi.
Yes.
Okay. That was 4, well, 1 wrong question, which counts as 2.
No.
And then 2 questions. So you got it in 4. That's
I thought I got it because you guys like paused for a sec.
Okay, I kind of got
Dude, if you got that right out of the gate,
You know what I mean?
that's an insta win, I think.
Had
it. It is.
to.
It is an insta win. Yeah.
You got to do that. You got to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, who's guessing?
No, I don't.
He's guessing. He's guessing.
Okay.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
All right, go ahead.
Forward.
Yeah.
New.
No.
Center.
No.
Crap.
No.
Right. Wing.
No.
Razor.
No.
Above 6 foot.
Yeah.
Micus?
Yeah.
I knew it.
I was so above a 6 foot.
That was good. All right.
When you said yeah like that, I knew it.
Yeah.
I think Easton probably takes that with
Yeah, he did,
fewer guesses. So
Yeah.
good work. We're gonna play one more game here. I'm gonna give both of you a whiteboard, and this will take us into break. There you both go.
Thank you.
I'll give you both a marker and an eraser. And we're gonna go through cover athletes for previous games of EA Sports NHL.
Cool.
And I might even throw in a soundtrack song, and you guys gotta
that.
guess what year the game was.
Are we working together or against?
Let's work together.
Together?
Yeah,
All right.
we're not.
'Cause
together.
we're not huge into that.
That's fair.
We're
Okay.
not video gamers.
Okay, fair enough. You guys can work together. We'll start off with one that maybe some of the folks watching at home would be familiar with. Cover athlete was Jerome Iginla.
Oh,
Like, that's time.
Joe, I might know this.
This is all you then. Iginla?
This is like coming out in the GameCube era.
Exactly. That's a crazy.
It's in the
PlayStation
2000s or no? Early
Yeah.
2000s,
Yeah.
right?
No
Yeah,
way
yeah.
you give us that.
I
Unbelievable.
think it's.
You're gonna have to shout it. I can't help you.
I don't know why 2003 came to my head.
03?
Dude, it was 03.
Ew.
It was 03. That's
Ew.
impressive. I am so impressed.
Let's
All right.
go.
That's nasty.
Good work.
Good on ya.
All right, I'm going to give you a bonus point if you can guess what team's jersey this guy was wearing in the cover photo. All right, your athlete is PK Subban.
No. Nashville Predators,
Nashville.
2017.
Yes, yes.
It's
Wait,
gotta
no,
be.
wait. I think there's one of him like this with the Habs.
I'm
He
gonna
is
say
doing
Na-
that pose.
I'm gonna say
That's
Nashville.
with
Pose-
Nashville.
The pose is correct.
Nash-
It's in
Nashville?
Nashville.
Okay,
17? It's not 17?
you got Nashville. You got the pose. You're
not
close on the
17.
year.
The year was.
It's around there. 17 might have been like Tarasenko.
I was 19.
PK Subban.
Tarasenko, I believe, was 17.
Yeah.
Would it be 16 or 18 then?
PK Subban.
Or would it be like 14? Or no, Nashville.
I don't know. Higher or lower than 17?
A little higher.
Higher.
It's
2020?
no,
No.
it's 18.
I don't mind that.
Locking in 18.
I don't
Yeah,
mind
we'll
an
lock it
18.
in. It's 19.
19.
No.
You said it too. You said it before.
I knew it was Nashville though. That's what's up.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
what
I'm
matters.
gonna throw a tough one. So you guys are this is gonna be a pretty blind guess here.
Okay.
It was a double cover. There were two players on the cover: Scott Stevens, captain of the New Jersey Devils, and Stevie Yzerman, the captain of the Detroit Red Wings. And I'm gonna give you one extra hint. This is coming. The game comes out in September. That previous Stanley Cup, they were both in it. So it was the Red Wings versus the Devils for the Stanley Cup that year.
Does that mean anything to you?
Not much. Like it's like 92 or something.
No. It's like 90.
Is there any more hints?
The Devils won the cup.
Yeah. If it was my team, I would have known my year, but
You're in the right decade.
Yeah, it's in the 90s.
Yeah.
But I feel like 94 was like a staple. Like, so there's some. Like,
I don't even know
something else on it.
when New Jersey was that good. That's all you could throw a number out
Brodeur
there.
was in it?
Brodeur was on the cover of a later game.
Was he in net that
2014.
year for them?
But yeah, he probably would have been in net then. I think it was Brodeur Hasek final. We got 30 seconds, so you got like 10 seconds to.
I'm gonna go like 96.
I was
What do
thinking
you want?
96. I thought 96.
Throw a number out there though.
Yeah, 96.
All right,
You guys are
96.
killing it. It was 96.
Ew.
It was 96.
Come on.
Excellent work.
Bad.
That was good.
Nasty.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. We'll be right back after this break. We got another half show for you. We're going to look at all the highlights from this past week. So stay tuned to Attack Rap here on Rogers TV. That was impressive.
Are we muted?
Yeah.
This program is brought to you by Rogers Xfinity, connecting you to more of what you love. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
It's hard to accept that it's time to go.
Their final chapter.
The future of Downton is now in Mary's hands.
Has begun.
A situation has arisen. It was in the evening news.
See how it all ends.
Don't you see what this means for Downton?
Experience the grandest event of the year at home now.
I like the sound of that.
You will be a sensation.
Downton Abbey, the grand finale.
Hi, I'm David Shearman, host of Politically Speaking on Rogers TV. Join me this fall for more interviews with our local, provincial, and federal politicians. Politically Speaking on Rogers TV.
Rogers TV. I'm your host, Nick Kennedy, joined today by Easton Mikas and Pierce Bowie. And we're going to take a quick look at the highlights from this past week. The Bears in action in 3 games, first down in Barrie, then 2 games here at home against the Rangers and the Colts. Let's go ahead and take a look at Game 1 down in Barrie. It's coming, I promise.
Strong, it's picked off by Nancy. Back to Bedkowski. Bedkowski to Nancy. Crombie got a stick on it. Spins, fires, stopped by Horebic. And now will get it out. Jaden Newton skates it ahead. He's got Schneid with him. Newton back to Desiderio. Over to Schneid. Terrian trying to keep it away from Newton. That's knocked off his stick. Back at the point. That'll escape the zone. And now a chance here for the Colts. On the breakaways, Gardner. Backhand. Scores! Brad Gardner.
Look at him. Pesky in there, breaks it, comes back alone, and look at this move, right past the left.
Passmore knocked it down. Another chance, stopped by Horebic, loose puck. Passmore's there, knocks down his man. Puck's behind the net. The Attack just continue to hold this puck as Greenberg has at the point. His shot deflected and in. Tristan DeLille parked on the doorstep.
Attack just completely dominate the start of the second period. They finally catch a break here, and that puck finds its way.
Rogers will send that one around. Aitchison keeps it in. There's the shot. Asadorian in front. What a save by George. DeLille gets it again for Owen Sound. Sets up Bowie. Bowie takes the shot, turned aside, rebound. DeLille going around the net. Staying with it. Passing it there to Bowie. Bowie with a shot, stopped by Arnett. Up to Tristan DeLille. DeLille with it, takes the shot. That goes wide. Passmore trying to get that one out. Bowie was in the way. Down low, Terrian. Around the net he goes, passes it across. Horebic got a piece of it. Puck's loose. Terrian fires, stop, rebound, another chance, and Bowie puts it wide. Around here in the overtime as Zarowski will skate this one ahead. Cole Zarowski across to Crawford. That pass was picked off. And now it's a breakaway chance for Asadorian. Alex Asadorian stopped by George. Now the Attack trying to go back the other way. Banks has Crawford. Crawford with the break, but Asadorian comes back in time. Blue line up to Schneid. Schneid takes the shot. That goes wide. Now it's going to sail back. Mason Ray collects it. He's got a breakaway. Ray, one-on-one, stopped by Horebic. Rebound, kicked aside by Horebic again. His pass, and that goes off George. Aitchison behind the net. In front, Gardner alone, stopped by George. What a save. Over to Aitchison, Gardner again. Nice little move. His pass off a skate, and now it's the other way. Breakaway, 2-on-0. Mason Ray hits the brakes, backhand, stopped by Horebic. Bedkowski now puts that one wide. Terrian towards the net, and Horebic will cover it up. Game on his stick. Had the game winner Friday night in London. We'll see what he can do here. Slows down, shot, scores! Jacob Terrian take a bow as he's got another winner for the Attack as they're 2-0.
Point, but it's the Owen Sound
Excellent.
Attack.
Well, pretty intense game there. Great celebration from the team. Where do you guys rank a bow at center ice from Therrien on list of top celebrations from the Attack?
It's a good one. One of the better ones I've seen, but
he's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Well, he's gonna run out soon though.
Doesn't he though, eh? Like he's pulled out the violin in London, he's pulled out the bow in Barrie, and you guys got
excited to see what's next.
That's what I'm thinking, right?
Yeah, we'll see.
What did you guys like from that game? What was something that you guys kind of left going like, okay, this was a highlight for us in that game?
I think just shots on net. Like we dominated them for shots. You know, it made the game a lot easier on our goalie and made it hard on theirs. So, you know, we knew eventually that they were going to crack, even though, you know, I think we were down 1-0 going into the first.
Going into the second.
Or second. And we just knew that they were going to eventually crack and we would get a chance.
Yeah, I mean, previous to that game, I don't think had a game with over 30 shots. So that was a message that our coaches gave us, you know, shoot the puck. So
yeah, I mean, you guys were just coming out of the London game, and yeah, that first period for sure was just kind of a weird one in London. And but you guys seemed to kind of start figuring out, all right, puck's on net by the end of the second, third of that game, and then seemed to carry right into Barrie.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, they just kept harping on us to, you know, get the puck to the net and good things will happen. So that was our goal, and I think we did that well. So.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, we're going to see that in spades here in the next highlight package at the Bayshore for the home opener against the Kitchener Rangers. We'll go ahead and roll those highlights, and we'll be right back to talk about them afterwards.
The middle of the ice, Bedkowski. Net front's presence is there. Bedkowski banks it down low. Nancy was upended. Mason Ray loves to shoot the puck, and why wouldn't you if you're him? He had a high shooting percentage last year. Here's a chance in front. They score! Jake Crawford! And the roar is back at the Bayshore as the Attack lead 1-0.
Harry Nancy and Mason Ray all expected to have big seasons this year. This is their time to shine. They've had a few seasons in the OHL now, and there you see the patience, deking out Schabel, making him bite first, and then going to the backhand and burying it to open the scoring here at the Bayshore.
Banks is there, and Banks will send it up the boards, picked up by Nancy. Nancy for Pierce Bowie. He's got a step. Bowie coming in. Save made by Jason Schabel. Good save made as he just tracks that one along and denies Bowie. Bowie spun away from the hit and makes a pass up the gut that is deflected down by Stark. He was trying to spring Sikora on the break. Rangers get it in deep. Up the boards, Nelson for Sikora. Sikora, middle of the ice. Intercepted, they score! Hayden Ellis just lets a quick shot go, and it deflects past Carter George. The Rangers tie things up.
You see it moved up to Sikora, and then the quick shot comes in. I'm not sure if it just rolled on George in front of him.
I think it hits Braden Rogers here. Watch number 2.
Yeah.
Right off his leg.
Off the toe there, yeah.
And then as George is coming across, it just completely changes directions. Not much the LA Kings prospect can do. The shoot there was Romano. Tied up in front, and Pridham misses there as he got in behind the D, and the puck slid right to him. Now McNeil at the point. Goes cross. Zoo fires it. They score! Tipped down by Pridham. Back-to-back goals here to start the second period, and the Rangers lead.
Take a look at it here. See exactly where it deflects off Pridham, because he did have that stick elevated. And no, that one looks like it's clean under the crossbar. George made the signal there, but that one appears to be a good goal.
Looks like Pridham's coming down on it, and that's going to give him the favorable call. We'll switch up the power play unit. 66 seconds of two-man advantage, and it's Cole Zarowski that holds. Zarowski for Lenny Greenberg. Zarowski waits, fires, scores! Cole Zarowski on the power play, and it's Deuces Wild, 2-2 at the Bayshore.
Missing this his entire life, this wrist shot, because it is brutal. Look at this, right through Jason Schabel. You had Mason Ray on the doorstep. He was ready for a rebound if there was one, but none needed as Zarowski perfectly picks that one and ties the game.
And more importantly for the goes across ice. Good play by Braden Rogers to knock it down. Out of the box comes Lenny Greenberg, the attacker on the power play for 35 seconds remaining. At the line, Rogers. Rogers across. Crawford shoots. He scores! Give him 2 as Jake Crawford gives the Attack the lead.
26 of them would have just been minor penalties instead of a full slew foot penalty. The reasoning the OHL said was because players have become much better adapted to the slew foot and to not getting injured on the play. It used to be a very dangerous play, but just with the way the game has evolved, they've decided to also evolve the penalty.
Banks point shot, they score. Another power play goal. 3 unanswered here for the Bears as Harry Nancy will get the final touch.
And they are very quickly figuring things out here tonight with the man advantage. You'll see Banks with it, makes a great move, gets the shot through traffic, and who's in front of the net? The big man, Harry Nancy, to take away the view of Jason Schaubel. I don't think Schaubel sees this one, but Nancy able to tip it past him there and give the Attack a 2-goal lead.
Well, the power play certainly firing tonight. 3 Carter George, just showing why he is Carter George, as he made a huge save here a few moments ago, going left to right on the one-timer.
There you see, right across, perfect one-time play. And Carter George, he just has such great speed moving left to right in the Owen Sound net. It's one of the things that...
On 3, taking just 9 seconds off the clock. It's Banks for Jacob Terrien. Side of the net for Harry Nancy. Couldn't move it at first. Terrien there. Owen Sound wants to get this puck out of the corner to some open ice. They'll reel it back to the point. Good hustle by Banks. Goes cross blue line to Bowie. First penalty is up. It's Bowie. DeLille scores! Roof Daddy! Tristan DeLille, and it's 5-2 Owen Sound.
Well, the older DeLille brother picks up his second of the season. He scored a beauty in Barrie the other night to tie the game. And now we see them go to work here as Bowie looks down low, sees he's got DeLille there. The DeLille, rather than pass this puck, sees he's got a little bit of daylight over the shoulder of Jason Schaubel, so he roofs it and hits the target dead on to make this a 5-3 game or 5-2 game for the Owen Sound Attack.
8 seconds to go as the Bayshore comes to its feet, and the Owen Sound Attack looking for one more clear. There it is, sent out by Jake Crawford, and it's a home opener victory. The Owen Sound Attack win this one 5-2 and improve to 3-0 to start the regular season.
All right, well, there's a pretty high intensity game there against the Kitchener Rangers. You guys had a bit of a, do you call that a bounce back win? I mean, you guys, I guess, were technically down 2-1 at one point, so I guess that counts as a come from behind victory. What did you guys like in that? I mean, you're saying you got a couple attempts there at the draw and came up big on a few of them, so it must feel good.
Yeah, I mean, I think like we came out again, you know, home crowd, first home opener. We knew like we wanted to set the tone, and I think that's what we did. It
was just good to get the win too, like the confidence piece.
Right.
Right.
We knew they were going to be a good team, and for us to get that win, it was really good for us.
One thing we talk about is our coaches were saying was how Kitch thinks, you know, they're in our division, so we're going to have to play them quite a few times, and we want to let them know, you know, it's not going to be, they're not going to win this division easily. We're going to be there. So
and I mean, like, you guys are going to play them again this week, now down in Kitchener, I think on Friday. So, like, I mean, you guys are, I'm sure, already gearing up for what'll be a pretty intense battle. They're going to feel a little salty after losing by such a big margin at the Bayshore. And how do you guys prepare for that? Like, what is it? Do you, after a game like that, do you feel like, we kind of get a little extra on-ice scouting from them, or how does that all work?
Yeah, I think they're going to come out hard, and we know that. You know, they're going to be at home. They're obviously going to be a little bit pissed about them losing, so we're expecting them to come out a little bit harder than they did last game, and we'll be ready for it, and we're just going to do our thing and hope that everything just keeps flowing.
Yeah, like we do prepare for every game. It's going into the Ottawa, it's a tough building to go into. We know that, you know, we do have a lot of guys that, you know, it's going to be their first time there. So, you know, just talking to them about that, making sure they know what it's going to be like. And so just get ready as normal, but, you know, try and help the new guys understand what it will be like and that it will be a battle and they're not going to back down.
Right.
Especially in their rink.
Excellent. Well, you guys have led by example in that category for sure, and we'll see that here in this next highlight package. So we'll go ahead and roll those, and we'll be right back.
By Ray, he gets it across to Nancy, who will slide it inside the Barrie zone. Now Jake Crawford took the worst of that hit from Vader behind the goal line. Now here's a chance, side of the goal, shot, scores! Nicholas Sikora! Perfect timing, perfect place for the attack rookie to bury his second of the season.
They're on what I'll call the hash mark here. As you see, it's a line change going on as Crawford and Nancy are still on the floor. Just finds him and he basically buries it as Jaswal tries to go from left to right there. As you see, a nice pass by Braden Rogers and he just lifts it right by the blocker side of Jaswal, and it's a quick 1-0 lead for the attack.
Dorian a shot, that goes just wide. Michael Deck now tried to clear it, but it went off his skate, stays in the zone. Deck again with it now. That one taken back. There's a quick shot and scores! What a shot by Jaden Newton.
That was a young line there. That was Max DeLille, Sikora, as well as Michael Deck. And you see here, Deck just can't get a handle on it. It comes out to Newton, who's wide open in the slot. He buries it right by the glove side there at Matt Kaprowski. And as Gord Chapman would say, top shelf where the can of corn is hidden. So that ties it up at 1 there for Newton.
The attack power play unit comes back out, which was very successful last night.
That it
4
was.
goals.
That it was. Their percentage is all the way up now to second in the OHL, 35%. They are 6 for 17, only behind the Windsor Spits, who have 5 and only 11 opportunities on the power play.
There's a shot. Greenberg bouncing puck. Jaswal looking for it. It's in. They score. Michael Deck. 16 seconds into the power play opportunity, Deck finds the bouncing puck and buries it. The attacker back on top.
They've gone just about basically scored on every single one since the 0 for 6, 0 for 7 start. So this team has really figured it out on the power play. And you see here, just point shot, tipped by Deck. It lands on the pad. I saw it hit his pad. Jaswal goes back thinking that's the smart move to do, but with the puck on his pad, it forces the inertia into his own net. So
Setting the tone here that they just want the guys to play, and no dirty stuff here between these two teams. So attack go back to the power play, 1 for 2 on the day. There's a shorthanded shot, they score! Carter Lowe took the puck off the end boards and buries it past Matthew Kaprowski. We're tied on a shorthanded goal.
That's the first line. Salandra, Gardner, and Lowe. Lowe and Gardner killing the penalty. You see Gardner cut across, and I think Kaprowski thinks pass, and he leaves the top corner, and guess where Lowe puts it? The only spot he can, right by the ear of Matt Kaprowski, and that ties the game, and hard thing to judge, right? Too many shots, you're getting too much work, not enough shots, you're not getting enough work, so, you know, you got to find that happy medium, especially as a guy getting in his first OHL game of the year.
There's a chance out front. They knock away at it, and they say they've scored. The Barrie Colts here.
KJ Nation was barking at Matt Kaprowski. You see right there, yeah, easily sticked in there by Crombie, so that will go as his marker. So Kelvin Crombie gets a goal tonight, the overager, and he shockingly gives the Barrie Colts a lead.
Now, sometimes you just got to crash the net, and in that case, it pays off for the Barrie Colts, who center. It's knocked down there by Braden Rogers. Ahead for Tristan DeLille. Now Jacob Terrian. He's got Bowie with him. Terrian a shot. That's blocked. Nice block in front. There's a chance. They score! Pierce Bowie!
I got to see that again, JC. How did Bowie get that open? He could have landed a 747 where he was standing there on top of the blue paint.
The OHL Rookie of the Year from last season picks up his first of the season.
You see here, Terrian has him wide open there in the slot. The block there, both guys go diving. The player just keeps going, and Bowie gets unmarked. Loses him, I guess. Nobody goes to pick up the Asadorian man, and look at that. Asadorian just keeps sliding and sliding. Jaswal never sees him either, and I guess Asadorian just doesn't get to Bowie fast enough, and here's Bowie makes that tip.
Crawford over the line. Crawford now looking for an option. Nancy gets open. Nancy along the sideboards now in a battle for it. Wins it, gets it to Crawford, who walks in. Crawford scores! Jake Crawford! Third goal in 2 games off the stick of Harry Nancy. And this second line continues to roll for the Owen Sound Attack.
5-on-5, 4-on-4, it doesn't matter. Jake Crawford, Harry Nancy, and what would be Mason Ray has been clicking here at the Bayshore. Nancy fighting for the puck, fighting for it, creates enough of a chance where, again, Jake Crawford just leaks behind the guys. You see there, 3 guys above him, and Jake Crawford, has he have the most improved shot on the team? He was not doing that last year. He was not picking corners. He was not putting pucks off the post like he does right there. That's a beautiful shot, almost perfect placement by Jake Crawford. The ice with Jacob Therrien.
Off the face-off, Armstrong has it now. He walks in, scores! Armstrong shot that one through traffic. I'm not sure if Kaprowski was able to see it, but it finds the side of the post and deflects in, and we are tied again in Owen Sound.
Armstrong, lots of ice to skate, and does it hit Gardner? I'm not sure there. It hits something, it looks like, Jason. I'm not sure if it hits Kaprowski or not, but it hits something.
Wide. Bennett in net now, the big man for the Attack. Won the season opener in overtime in London. Now it's Newton, top of the circle, shot over and a big save made by Bennett. Welcome to the game, sir. There's another shot and another save by Trenton Bennett, who is tested early. The center, Greenberg there to get it for the Attack. Back inside the Colts zone. Max DeLille sends it behind the goal. Noah Nelson ties up his man. DeLille finds it. Here's Jackman, a shot, he scores! Landon Jackman, first game, first OHL goal. Congratulations.
Landon Jackman, look at the smile on his face. An absolute beauty for a first one. Top corner beat Jazzwall, and all of a sudden the Attack are back in front in the second period. How many goals is that in how many minutes? Is that 4 goals in 5-8 minutes? What a shot though by Jackman. He called for it there behind the net once DeLille got it. And again, what a great fourth line shift. They get the defensive zone face-off as Nelson, and him, DeLille, and Jackman capitalize on putting Owen Sound back in front.
Well, it's outside the zone. Now it's Crawford stepping up. It's fired back in by Salandra, and the clock will tick to 0, and the Owen Sound Attack will survive.
All right, well, there's a pretty back and forth game there, you guys were saying, but I mean, stuck with it, and every time that Barrie potted one, you guys found a way to jump back in. Obviously, Pierce, you got your first goal of the year. Must feel good to kind of get that first notch on the board and now start racking them up.
Yeah, it feels good. I mean, mainly, most important thing is we won. So, yeah, I think Jacko there in the clutch, that was a great shot. Yeah, and I think, you know, again, we had, I think, 40 plus shots. I don't know how many we ended up with, but, you know, so if we keep playing the right way and, you know, doing all that stuff, I think we'll keep rolling.
Yeah, I think you guys had 45. I think Barrie ended with just over 30. So
yeah,
you guys seem to be like that's a big change from last year. Like last year, it was, you know, I'd say more times than not we're getting outshot, but you guys seem to be outshooting opponents in just about every game.
Yeah,
is that a change in play style, or is it just the things that the coaches have been trying to do are clicking?
Yeah, I think just the coaches preaching the message to us a whole bunch. You know, pucks on net, it's very important to wear down the other teams, and you know, when you get pucks on net, the odd one's going to go in, and even if it's not a grade A chance, it can help you in that game and go a long way.
Right. I mean, we saw lots of rebounds there, and plenty of opportunity. I mean, Pierce hard driving to the net there, and you just kind of luck out with a great pass. And goalie can't get over. So, what does it take for you guys to I guess get back into that game? Like every time Barrie's putting one in, you guys seem to be answering the bell. How do you come out, like even next shift, and put one in? Is it just, do you guys know what needs to be done? Are you talking to each other on the bench? Like, how do you guys stay in that?
Yeah, stuff like, you know, we'll talk to each other. Obviously, you know, after a goal, it'll be like, you know, like we got to come out next shift. You know, next shift's the most important shift. You know, even after you score a goal, I think your next shift's even more important because you got to keep that momentum going and keep building. So I just think, staying in it, it's not over till the final buzzer, obviously. And so that's kind of just a message that we all have and we all know. And
excellent.
So, just keep going out there and playing after if you get scored on or if you score, just keep pushing.
Great. Well, ladies and gentlemen, back home here, we've got a trivia question for you. There's not a lot of time, so I'm going to make it even easier for you. What American team did Easton Micah score his first OHL goal against? You'll win yourself a pair of tickets to Sunday, October 5th's game against Windsor. This game will be 2 p.m. at the Bayshore. Bring your skates to skate with the team afterwards. Get those phones out. There's not a whole lot of options. I think there's only 3. So what American team did Easton Micah score his first OHL goal against here at the Bayshore, by the way? So text your answer in, hopefully before the end of the show. You will find out if you won, probably over text. I don't know if I'll have enough time to let you know over the air here. Congrats on that first goal, by the way. We won't say who it was against, but it was.
Thank you.
I think there was specifically one teammate on the ice that I think was even more excited than you were on that puck.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
That was pretty funny. For you guys, I mean, we'll talk real quick here. Obviously, a goalie gets pulled on your guys' end. It's a lot of people focus on, it's all on the goalie, but what kind of message does that send to the team then as well? Of sort of like, hey, okay, you know what? New guys coming in, we maybe need to batten down the hatches here a little bit.
Yeah, I think, it's not necessarily about the goalie getting pulled. I think it's just kind of like for everyone on the team to like wake up and, like dig in, like dial in. So, I think Benny came in there and he made a big save there right away. So that, he gave us a little bit of confidence, I guess. I mean,
sure.
I just think it's a kind of like a wake up call to the boys. Like let's get going. So I think, I think it woke us up a bit and we started to roll. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, I agree. I just think that, the goalies know that we got their backs and, we're not looking down on them or anything. It's just, it's part of the game and we're going to try our best to help the goalie who got pulled out, just know that we're there for him and like to help the goalie that's getting put in, try and not give up those grade A chances and let him ease into it a bit. But
sure.
It's a game, so you got to keep that in mind and just have each other's backs.
Great. Yeah. I'll ask you guys kind of one final and quick question here. Obviously, there's excitement around this team. It's the first time in franchise history where the Bears have started 4-0, so it's an exciting stat. As much as you have to stay focused so that any sort of negativity doesn't creep in, how do you stay focused so that stat line doesn't kind of blind you guys and add extra pressure as well, like kind of taking the good with the bad? How do you sort of stay locked in and forget about the last 4 games, even though they were a win, or when it's a win? Do you have to forget about that last game? How do you guys go about that?
I just think like it's not like really something in our heads, it's just keeping us excited, keeping us motivated, keep the streak going, why not, while you're at it. So that's the only part to it. I don't think that any of us feel pressured by it or anything, or any of us are thinking about it too much. We're just going to go out and play, and I think that if we just do our job and have trust in each other, and we're going to get the success that we're looking for.
Great.
Yeah, like I said earlier, if any of us are feeling pressure about it, we talk to each other. We've got such a close group, and
awesome.
So I think we just want to go out there and keep winning. We know the feeling what it's like to win, and we love that feeling, so we want to keep that going.
Great. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching here on Rogers TV, watching Attack Wrap. We'll be back next week with another episode. Thanks to Pearson Easton. I'm your host, Nick Kennedy. We'll see you next week.